Welcome back for session 26 of Richard Burdick's Numismatic interview, and Richard brought one of his gorillas with him today, one of the big coins in his collection. And Richard, I'm going to let you go ahead and tell us a little bit about this piece here.
Well, I consider this one of the most extraordinary pieces of my collection. It's made from a Catherine the Great, 1767, Russian 10 ruble gold piece.
All right, this card here, he gave us this card here. I'll read this for you. In the late 19th century, enameled coins were a popular item in England and to a much lesser extent in Europe. Even most advanced collectors are not aware the craft was also practiced in Tsarist Russia, most notably in the world-renowned workshop of Peter Carl Fabergé, jeweler and goldsmith to the imperial court. A superb 1767 gold 10 rubles of Catherine the Great, inlaid in strawberry red guilloche enamel, set into a heavy gold rim encased in white enamel and divided into 12 segments by gold spacers, signed by Hendrik Wigstrom, head workmaster at St. Petersburg, 1903 to 1917. Now, one of the children of Queen Victoria was now into the Russian royal family, so I wonder if that had any influence in having this piece made.
I don't know anything about the history part of that. There had to be some special reason for this to be made, because it's the extraordinary artistic craftsmanship that went into making this thing. To me, is beyond verbal description. It's just, I can't say enough good about it.
Right. Once again, this item here is on the Newman portal, along with many of other items from Richard's collection. And if you punch in this HTTP at the bottom of this, it'll bring you right to his collection. It's truly a fabulous piece, And you have another piece you brought, another one of your 5 finest that you brought with us today too, didn't you?
Which one? Oh, this thing. This piece, it's obviously a special, probably one-of-a-kind handmade piece. It's constructed out of Siberian onyx. And obviously made in pieces, then assembled. And it's made from a Russian gold piece. I forgot the ruler. Do you remember the ruler?
It's Alexander.
Alexander the Second?
Let's take a quick look here. I believe it's Alexander. Well, it's one of the two.
Nicholas. He was the father of Anastasia, I believe.
I have to be very careful with this. As Richard says, he will take my car if I drop this. Absolutely a fabulous piece. Obviously, no one's ever going to eat with that, but it's just absolutely a crazy piece to make.
A very wealthy German friend of mine said this could have been made to serve caviar to the Tsar. It could be, but that doesn't look like it was ever used to me.
Right. But wow, what a fabulous piece.
One point I'd like to make on this. There was a couple from Chicago. They collected many types of antiques, but they specialized in coin spoons. And they had many hundreds of coin spoons from all over the world. And in the early 1990s, they started selling off their collection. They collected over 50 years. So they sold most of the collection in the early 1990s. And her husband just basically, he says, look, you take care of this. He thought she sold everything. But after she passed away, which is around 2015, I think, he started finding pieces here and pieces there. He even found some in a box in the attic that she'd hidden from him. She didn't want to sell them. So she just kind of hid them, thinking, he thought they were all gone. But he found this piece in a dresser drawer, and him and his wife considered this the best piece in their collection. And when he saw it, he thought I should have it. So that's basically how I got this.
How did you get the Catherine the Great piece?
Well, there was a collector, a very advanced collector of enameled coins, called me up one day asked me if I was going to be at the fun show, and I said yes. He says, "Well, I'm going to bring you several really extraordinary pieces." And he says, "I want to show them to you first before I show them to anybody else," because he had a great deal of respect for my collection. So before the show started, before dealers set up, we arranged to meet in a certain area, and he showed me this, the Catherine the Great gold enamel, and he also showed me the William Howard Taft enamel on a Morgan dollar that's set up in a little easel. I think we talked about that earlier.
Right.
But those are two of the best pieces out of that collection, I believe. And I've bought a few others over the years, but those are two of the best I've ever seen anywhere, anybody's collection.
Wow. Wow. Well, let's talk about some more enameled coins. You brought here a nice panel of Hawaii.
These are Hawaiian coins that are actually struck at the Philadelphia Mint for the Hawaiian Islands. The coins were dated 1883. This is the only year they minted Hawaiian coins. And this was at a period of time enameled coins really got popular in the late Victorian era. And Hawaii and England had a lot of trade going back and forth. So a few of the Hawaiian coins got probably enameled in Birmingham, England, I would guess. But I started collecting these many years ago. I've always been fascinated by Hawaii, so I've collected coin things from Hawaii. And I've put together this collection over the last 25, 30 years. I've always collected by color, trying to get quarter, half dollar, and dollar all enameled in one series. Typeset, basically. There's many of them I've never seen before. This is what I've been able to put together. Of course, I would only buy near perfect pieces. If they had chips in them, I wouldn't buy them.
Now now you also collected spoons like this.
Yes, I don't have many left, but I collected, we call them Hawaiian enameled spoons. And I don't believe they were actual coins that were put on these spoons. I think they were some type of reproductions. I can't really prove that. There's no written history of how the spoons were actually made, the process, but I had quite a collection of those. I only have a few left. I don't happen to have any of them here, but I had a wide variety of different numismatic related items from Hawaii. In fact, there's another set right here from Hawaii. This is an engraved half-dollar, quarter, and dime. These were engraved into what we call love tokens on Hawaiian coins. And I don't recall ever seeing any of these anywhere else. I've always looked for the Hawaiian dollar, never saw one that was for sale. I have seen one piece that another collector has, but he'll have it for a long time. He's much healthier than I am, so I'll probably never get a chance of buying it.
Let's go ahead and we're going to take this out and we'll show our viewers what you have here. How did you come across these?
Just found one here, one there at coin shows. I've been to a whole lot of coin shows over the years. I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't figure they'd get it.
I thought it was...
If it was enameled, somebody yelled at you before you did it.
Well, you took the pad away.
Now it's my fault.
Aloha.
I hope you folks are enjoying this.
I'm going to get beaten tonight. This one's pretty nice. This is WNB Honolulu, April 7th, 07, on a Hawaiian dime. So, if we edited, we would edit that part out, but
I think we should leave it in there.
We just leave everything the way it goes. So, we have a few other pieces
I've got
here.
a couple of interesting stories of somewhat similar things that have happened over the years.
Yeah.
Actually, I have one of them right here. If you want to take time.
Okay.
I just thought of it when you dropped that piece. How a guy can get in trouble in a New York minute when you make a mistake.
I remember I saw a dealer pull a 1806 half cent out of a 2x2 and he didn't remove the staple, and he put a scratch on it and was forced to buy it for $1,800.
Well, I can tell a similar story, but I won't right now. Now this, I found this, I think it was my first international coin show in Chicago in the early 1980s. And I walked up to a table, and this thing was sitting in a guy's case, and the box was opened. And I'd never seen a box coin before. I don't, maybe never a gold one. I might have seen a trade dollar or something. But I asked to see it, and it had a price tag right on it of, I think it was $650 at the time. And it was in the closed position. So he handed it to me, told me to be careful, and I got it like this, and I snapped it closed. And this guy went ballistic on me. He said, "You just bought that." He says, "Because I'm not sure I can get it open." I said, okay, I'm going to buy it for $650. And then he kept looking at it with a loop, and then he finally did this. And this is very difficult. I want you to do this.
Okay.
See the point of that?
Yep.
There's a little trigger device. You have to get it just right, and it's spring loaded. That door will pop open. But you do it horizontally. Did you get it?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get open.
Wow. Very
So
nice.
I learned an important lesson there. Never close another man's box coin, because you might own it. But it works out good, because it's one of the greatest box coins I've ever seen.
Really a pretty young lady in here. On an early 1736
So
French.
Louis Dior? Is that how they pronounce that? The French gold coin.
I better put it down before I drop it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go on to a couple more pieces here. We have a little bit more time left. Tell me a little bit about this piece here, Richard.
Oh, that's a pendant made to be worn as a brooch. It's made out of a gold dollar that was made into an enameled love token. There's also a piece of gold quartz that's involved there. I think there's a fractional California gold piece too.
Let's see, we'll just get it to pop it open here.
It's probably a custom-made piece for someone that wanted to have a gold love token. It's probably made for someone.
Let's take a look at the reverse here. It looks to be I have to get the magnifying glass out. A $50 round gold piece for California gold with a $1 gold piece and a little piece of gold quartz on the bottom.
The $1 gold piece, is that engraved, enameled, or both?
It's engraved, enameled, both sides.
Okay.
So it's very a very unique piece. Kind of reminds me of the piece that you had on the watch fob from one of our earlier episodes. Something that was specifically made for somebody for very nice.
Well, many of those are one of a kind. They put the person's name of the giver or the receiver as initials on the item.
Right. Anyways, well, we very much appreciate you showing us these the spoon today, and the enameled 10 ruble is really a fabulous piece, absolutely fabulous. And we're going to go ahead and take a break from now, but we'll be back with more of Richard's collection. Please remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.